Hello. So today's May 4th, which means May the 4th be with you. So I guess this video is just about me talking about Star Wars, since this is the national kind of day of Star Wars. So basically I just wanted to talk about what Star Wars is for me, what it's done for me, and basically my favorite moment in Star Wars. So growing up, I actually never watched Star Wars. Surprisingly, my parents weren't that into it. They both love sci-fi. They both went to the movies when they were kids to see them, to see them in theaters, the original Star Wars, which is probably, like, I've talked to my dad about it. He's just like, it was the most incredible thing he's ever fucking witnessed. So like, it's strange that I didn't grow up with it because they like it. They just never, it was just never like a thing. And they're both sci-fi buffs. They both like aliens and sci-fi and rocket ships, whatever. Anything sci-fi they're into. So it was just strange I just never got involved. And then came out, I don't know how old I was pretty young. The Phantom Menace came out, and that was huge. Obviously, like, people were like, holy fuck, a new Star Wars, and it's gonna be a prequel. Like, that's insane. And it's gonna be about Darth Vader. Like, that's even more insane. What do we do with this knowledge? And so, like, everyone saw it, and I think when it came out, people were like, yeah, this movie's dope. Now obviously people don't like it, whatever. And I kind of agree. I think that it was good because it was Star Wars. That's how powerful Star Wars is because you could come out with a pretty terrible movie, and people will just be like, "Get fuck! Oh my god!" But now people are starting to realize that, there's a lot of problems with it. And so that's basically where but as a kid, I loved the Phantom Menace. I loved the Phantom Menace. I loved all the prequels, pretty much. And then now, as I'm older, I realize, they weren't that good. And it's not because everyone's telling me they're not that good. It's just going back and being an adult and being able to critically think. I'm realizing, not that great. Doesn't really hold up. And so that's basically where my love for Star Wars began. And I remember just wanting a lightsaber more than anything, which is pretty much every kid, right? And just wanting to be a Jedi. And just, I think because I've always been someone who loved martial arts and like the mystery behind it, kung fu, and there's something mystical about martial arts, and it just always intrigued me. And because Jedis were basically samurais, like futuristic samurais, which is fucking awesome to think about. It's cool. The concept is really fucking awesome. And so I just was like, yes, I want more. And I had a bunch of toys, I had games, anything I can get my hands on. It was Star Wars. And then eventually I did watch the originals, and I was like, holy shit, this is fucking, whoa. And then I put it all together because I realized, I think at the time I knew the prequels were prequels, but it didn't really hit me until I saw the original three. And I was like, holy shit, this is wow, damn. Yeah, so that's basically where it started with the Phantom Menace for me. Unfortunately, I guess. And so my favorite moment in Star Wars is actually, I think my favorite moment after looking all of the Star Wars, because I've seen them all multiple times. My favorite thing that's ever happened in Star Wars, and there's a lot of good moments, but my favorite of all time is actually the pod racing scene in the Phantom Menace. It's so exciting to watch that. There's so many things about it that are so awesome. The fact that this is the first time you see Anakin, young Darth Vader, at his. You finally see oh shit, this kid is there's something special about this kid. He's not just a smart kid that can build robots. He's very force sensitive. You can tell. All the Jedis can tell. It's just badass to watch for the first time, to see Darth Vader fucking kick ass as a child. So there's that. And then the fact that it's just it's like Speed Racer meets Star Wars. You know what I mean? There's so many different characters, and they all have their different pod racer, which has their own mechanics and their own weapons and their own thing. And that always intrigued me. And just I like the idea of you could build your own pod racer. Like, that's awesome. And it doesn't have to look like anybody else's. You just build it from whatever you have. And they go like a bajillion miles per hour. Like, it's so cool. It's the first time you see Jabba the Hutt, I'm pretty sure, for the first time. And it just like the dynamic of Anakin being this kid who like wants to be free, and he wants, you know, to win so bad, and then there's like the one guy who's really good at it, and he's the rival, and they go back and forth, and then there's all these other guys who are good too, but like it's just crazy how there's like that whole character pool, and when the race begins, like it starts off like oh shit, like Anakin's shit's all fucked up, and then he like finds his way to, you know, to win, basically. And it's just like there could be a whole movie about pod racing, you know what I mean? Like there's just so many dynamics and so many characters, you know. People die, like they straight up die, which I think is like nuts. As a kid I was like, whoa, they're dead. Like it's not like stormtroopers, they get shot, they just fall over. Like these people fucking exploded, you know. Like that's it, they never race again, you never hear about them. That's fucking nuts to me. And it's just crazy, like the speed of it, you know. It was like F-Zero speed, and then there was the game also, the pod racing game for N64, which was dope. That was a great game. That was a good racing game. And the fact that you can like fix your pod racer while you're racing, like you have to fix it while you race. Like what? That's nuts to me. That's fucking bizarre, but in a good way, you know. Like I can't think of another game where you have to fix your car while you're driving at 1 billion miles per hour. Like that's really cool. It's a really awesome idea. And yeah, so I just really love that entire scene. I think it's so much fun, and it sucks that they never talk about it again. They never, to my knowledge, they never mentioned pod racing ever again. You know, and it was such a cool part. It was the best part of Phantom Menace, hands down. Like best part of the whole prequels, I'm pretty sure. You know, for me, I think it's the best moment in Star Wars ever. Like there's obviously, you know, I'm your father, or whatever, you know, all that stuff. There's a bunch of really good scenes in Star Wars, but for that the pod racing just resonates with me. I don't know, it's just fun, you know. Like the other ones there's either a lot of politics or a lot of the same just rigmarole, the same like, oh, I'm a Jedi, you can't defeat me. Ow, you defeated me. Or like, I'm a Jedi, don't do that, because it's the dark side. I'm the light side. It's just like it's all the same shit for the most part, you know. It's like it's from A to B, and it's the same characters basically, you know. And like I just feel like the pod racing scene, it just has so many different characters, so many different things to go off of, and it's fun. You know, it's just fun to watch. So yeah, so that's basically it. I love Star Wars. I can't wait for the new Star Wars to come out. What is it called? The Black Jedi? Black Goku? Star Wars Black Goku? I don't know. The Last Jedi, right? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I can't wait for that one. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and may the 4th be with you.